a hello in chat, just so that I can
Done.
make you a moderator.
Yeah.
Can't see it.
So I've got the stream. The stream started, but it's just a black screen.
Yeah, it should be. I should probably put something on there. That. Why is there no chat from you? Why am I not seeing any chat?
I can see you said hello.
It's really weird. Maybe I've blocked you. I can see it on the tablet, but not actually in the streaming software. That's really weird.
I can only still see a black screen on the stream as well.
Really? Can anyone else? There are 4 people watching at the moment. Let me just edit this. Make sure that I've got the settings right. It is public, and it has the right. I don't understand why this isn't. Oh, there's 9 people in. Hello, Chris. Of course you're supposed to be here. You still can't see. Why is that?
Chris, can you see anything on the stream? Because I can only see black.
I know what it might be. That. You should be able to see something now.
Give it a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's come up now.
Yeah, it's because it wasn't. I'd minimised that window, the one that's actually recording.
That'll do it.
Yeah. Sorry. This is so complicated when you've got like a stream to show somebody to then record and show everybody. It's so complicated.
Right. People can see stuff now, so that's good.
Yeah. You know video, black screen, black screen, black screen. Yeah, Zoom call. Right, you should be able to see LitaElek versus.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
Okay. Right, we're going to let people, because we're a bit early. It's 29 minutes past, and it's a good job we did actually start early.
How are we all tonight, people? We all good?
Everybody good in the hood? What are you doing, Matt? What are you doing next weekend? I bet I've got it beat.
Next weekend, I think we're going out for a belated party for my wife's 40th.
Oh,
which was actually last weekend, but
pretty good actually. You might have me beat.
We're going out next weekend, but that I'm trying to think when I'm going to the farm. It's not next weekend, is it? It's a few weeks away.
It's a secret. You mustn't tell people.
Oh, sorry, yeah, don't tell people about that.
Don't tell people about the secret farm.
The farm of wonder.
Wonderful farm. I'm going to Blackpool.
Oh, you're going to the expo up there?
Fun. Yeah, never been before. Have you ever been?
I've not, because the first time I knew about it was the weekend that we were at the cave for our first big bra get together. And I think Rosie was there, wasn't he, up at Blackpool?
Yeah.
That's why he wasn't with us. And then last year, I don't think I could make it.
I'm looking at your stream now, and you've gone really potato quality. Why is that? He's got this amazing setup. He's got his really posh camera with a brand new lens that he's just got on recommendation from someone who really knows their shit. And for some reason, my stream has put him in like
it's fine. My end.
640p.
I am on Wi-Fi, so it could be that.
It's Discord. Discord can be a bit rubbish sometimes.
But it's free.
It is free, and it actually works reasonably well. I'm just having a look at these buttons down here. No, we should.
What does this one do?
Yeah, nuclear. Right. Okay, so we've got Oh, I can't see how many people we've got, but there are people in chat. Oh no, I can see. This one does.
17 people.
Yeah, that'll do for starters. Right. So what are we doing today is going to have a look at TME. Right. Did you start out as TME Retro? What
No.
were you? Let me just get your channel up. So you should be able to see the Discord window, the live stream straight away. You should be able to see.
Yeah, got that.
Shed. Right. Okay. That's the important thing here. So if we go back to your channel itself, and I've just taken this out of full screen. So let's do that. There we go. And look at your videos and go by oldest. 15 years.
Yeah.
So what was the name of your channel 15 years ago? Was it just like something you put up things?
So I started off blogging. So, and the blog still exists. It's techmadeeasy.co.uk.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time I was living in Budapest, Hungary, where I was working, and I had a lot of free time because I didn't have a great social life out there. So I created this blog to sort of keep me busy, and it was tech reviews, it was how-to guides and things like that. And the YouTube started because it was still relatively new, right? So 2009, 2010, it was relatively new. It wasn't what it is today. And it was just a tool for me to be able to host videos somewhere that would support the stuff that was happening on the website. Which is why some of these videos, if you scroll down a bit, they're just sort of screen captures of software and stuff, because those videos were being used inside articles on that website. And then in 2014, a few things happened. I had a friend sadly pass away, which impacted me quite a bit. My wife and I moved overseas again, and I just didn't have the opportunity to carry on with it. So I took like a 5-year break. And then I came back and did a few more sort of how-to videos, still under the Tech Made Easy banner. And then during COVID, like a lot of people, pivoted into doing the retro stuff, and it's just carried on.
Sorry, can I just interrupt? Looking like a young Tom Cruise over here.
So I would have been 27 then.
Right.
Yeah, so 14 years ago, I just turned 41.
Oh.
See that video that says "Goodbye, dear friend." That was the friend of mine passed away, and you can see after that there was two more videos, and then there was a 4-year gap. Then I came back. And the only reason I came back is because someone emailed me and said, "Oh, your website's looking really good. I'm so glad you're still doing it." And I was like, "What on earth are you talking about?" And basically someone had stolen my website. They'd gone on to the hosting had all lapsed and everything on it, and the domain registration had lapsed. And they went onto the Wayback Machine and basically took a copy of the website and basically recreated it and started using it themselves. So that took a little while to sort out.
Wow.
But I eventually got it back. And then, just carried on doing the retro stuff.
Fantastic. So where did the retro stuff start after this? There's still some Xbox Media Center stuff going on here. Crisis 2 gameplay.
Keep going.
Splash Top for iPad.
So I think you're not in
hang on a minute.
original order.
I did click on that. It's lying to me now. Look, I clicked on oldest.
That's weird. It's done it in a weird order then. But yeah, it was
let's just give that a refresh.
Late 2020, probably. We'd all been locked up a bit by then, and we were all feeling a bit peculiar, weren't we?
Yeah. Here we go. So 6. Oh, here we go. Look, you can see the change, right? Minecraft, and you can see. I haven't been watching these Minecraft videos. This is just because we were testing the screen share earlier, and I did. But I'm drawn to Minecraft anyway. So EliteBook, 460p upgrade guide. So that looks like the first one.
So yeah, those videos were when I suddenly realised this could be actually something worth pursuing, because you can see that one got 74,000 views.
Oh yeah.
It didn't exactly do much in terms of building a community, because for those sorts of videos, people turn up, they get the information they need, and then they bugger off and do what they need to do. But there were affiliate links, and I made so much money from those affiliate links. So just links to products on Amazon.
Yeah.
That people that didn't know much about computing could watch that video, go and buy the exact part that I used, and know it would work. I made a huge amount of money off of that.
Excellent. Which is something I've actually been exploring the Amazon affiliate program. This was Amazon Associates or something like that recently, and it's such a ball ache.
Yeah, and it's been completely gutted now,
Yeah.
because a lot of ad blockers and Honey will strip out the affiliate links.
Right. Yeah.
So basically, it's worthless. But I
I
still
thought
get
that got
emails.
better since they had a big expose on that.
Yeah, so I think Honey has stopped it a bit, but I think a lot of the ad blockers and Pi-hole and stuff like that can strip out the affiliate links.
Right. So you're moving into your retro PC stuff here. 5,000
Yeah, so
subscribers 3 years
I
ago.
know. Over 11,000 now, so that's good.
Yeah. Oh, mate, you'll accelerate now. The stuff you're doing now is excellent.
But yeah, we're back in the UK by this point, because we were living in India during COVID. But we're back in the UK now.
Marvelous. And look, there's the Aussie case there as well
Yeah.
that you donated to the charity. Okay, so if I go, I'll just unclick my mouse so I can do it quick. Go by popular. Oh, Fallout New Vegas.
Oh yes, that one's a good one. That one, it's always been a good one. It's always one of my most consistently viewed ones. It's just a walkthrough guide on how to find the Brotherhood of Steel. I just did that one evening, and the sound quality on that is absolutely terrible, but it does what it needed to do. And again, hasn't grown the channel, but it is consistently popular. When the TV show went on last year, that one went through the roof. It was getting 2,000-3,000 views a day as
Really?
people were revisiting New Vegas. And I think the second season's coming next month or the month after, so we'll probably see the same thing happen again.
Well, hopefully you've got monetization switched on that one.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Stuffed with adverts. I wonder if you could. I know that you can choose to place your adverts if you want to, but YouTube punishes you for this. But I wonder if you could just fill it with adverts, just like constant stream of adverts.
I mean, that's one of those videos that I can leave that alone, and as long as people are still playing the game, it will still get views.
Yeah.
It's not setting the world ablaze. It's not doing 10,000 views a day, but it doesn't need to. That's been there 14 years and just accrues views every day.
Evergreen content, we like to call that. You've had quite a few over 100,000 views. I've got one video over 100,000 views, but it was all paid for views by the company that gave me the product for a review. So my actual real videos have only the highest I've had is 80,000. So you're absolutely kicking my ass on that.
I mean, that one that you've got hovered over there, the home server, that's me sat at the dining table in my dining area in New Delhi, bored one Saturday afternoon, and that just went insane. I never anticipated that was going to be a successful video, and to be honest, it doesn't warrant it. You know, the quality of it is not something that now I would stand behind and say, yeah, I'm proud of that. But
right, so the one that you've chosen to... Hello, Russ. Hello, Tour. Hello, Mark and Biomancer. And obviously Chris, Elmer. And Todd's in here as well. Hello. I hope you can all see the video and the sound quality is okay. I'm not sure how the sound is going to come across when I actually start playing the video. But if it is a problem, then only if it's a big problem. Don't tell me if it's like a little bit... The balance isn't quite right for your perfect ears.
And I will warn you now, the audio quality on that video is terrible.
Okay, so this is the one you've chosen for the watch along, and it's Raspberry Pi OpenELEC versus Rasp BMC. Is that how you say Rasp BMC?
I can't remember how I said it. I haven't said it in 12 years, but
it's a takeoff of Xbox Media Center, isn't it?
yeah. So, well, what we call Kodi now, but yeah, both of them were forks of XBMC for the Raspberry Pi that came out not long after the Raspberry Pi launched.
Here we go. So, full screen.
Oh God, even that bit just annoys me now.
The rip off of Fallout.
Well, it's because at the time I was using Serif Movie Plus was my video editing software, and I got a new version. I think it was like version 6 or version 7, and it included these intros because that was the big thing at the time. Include an intro in your video. So I just threw it in, and it just wastes 7 seconds at the beginning of the video.
Well, we didn't know back then, did we?
No, I know.
Right, here we go.
Hi guys, welcome to this video in which I'm...
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
A proper YouTuber. Were you conscious when you actually did that? Did you think, right, how am I going to say hello? Or did you just throw yourself at it?
I mean, I'm stood in my kitchen there in my 1-bedroom flat, and it was literally because I'd managed to get my hands on 2 Raspberry Pis. Raspberry Pis were brand new, and I'd managed to get my hands on 2 of them because I knew someone that worked at RS. So, yeah, it was just like, I'm just going to record something about the Raspberry Pi, and this was the first thing, because I was only interested in them from a media center perspective at the time. So I just thought I'll record something that shows the benefits of these 2 softwares.
I'm trying to think what the exciting thing I thought I was going to use my first Raspberry Pi for, and I think it was for emulation, but also I definitely had in mind media center capability, and we've all used Raspberry Pis for media centers in the past. Here we go.
Demonstrate 2 variants of XBMC for the Raspberry Pi, OpenELEC and RaspBMC.
Need a little bit of stabilization going on here.
We were talking about this before.
What I've got here is 2.
The camera was the Panasonic Lumix DMC FZ28, and I've just been looking it up, and apparently it did have image stabilization built into the housing, but evidently I didn't know how to use it.
Brilliant.
Raspberry Pis, Model Bs, the 512 meg versions. You can see one on the glass shelf on the wall and one on the table down here. Connected up to these 2 monitors. The top one's running OpenELEC, the bottom one's running RaspBMC.
Look at how much the white balance changed just moving the camera. So,
yeah, it's just set in auto mode. I knew nothing about cameras at that point.
Oh, this is brilliant. This is absolute gold dust. I love it. Is your wall, what colour is that wall? Is it magnolia?
It's magnolia, yeah.
Okay, that's not magnolia.
See, they're both connected to USB keyboards and connected to my home network, and both of them can also be controlled via iOS devices or Android devices. So I think what I'll do is I'll wait for the...
So hang on, we've got some films on here. We've got Fight Club, Back to the Future, Wall-E, Pirates of the Car, and The Dark
Knight, I think that is.
Yeah, The Dark Knight. Oh, some more. These ones are different. Oh no, they're just ordered differently. Oh, this
Matrix Reloaded, I think.
Oh, The Matrix Reloaded, Spider-Man 3, and Stargate. Could be Stargate.
I think it is Stargate. Yeah.
Yeah.
One at the bottom to finish updating its library, and then I think the first test I'll do is a cold reboot and see if one boots up quicker than the other on the same hardware.
Cool. Oh, I'm going to see that again. Watch this pro transition. Wow.
I used to throw transitions in everything.
Did you ever use a star wipe?
I didn't use a star wipe, but I was shooting a video earlier and I very nearly put one in.
They are the classic transition. I haven't used one yet, but I will be at some point. You've got to find a way to work it in so that everybody knows it's tongue in cheek rather than someone thinking that you've done that seriously. We were just walking around in the kitchen now.
So both devices connected to...
Apparently in your clogs.
So that kitchen had like nothing in it for noise dampening, but it was the only space I had. It was a 1-bedroom flat, it was my first place, and I had nowhere else that I could feasibly shoot videos. So it was a first floor flat as well, so the floor was sprung. Oh. So as you're walking around, you can see the camera bobbing because the floor's flexing underneath the tripod.
And where is this? Is this in Budapest?
This is back in East Northants, a town called Raunds, where I grew up.
Okay. Oh right, yeah, I should have picked up that it looks like UK plugs.
I'm pretty sure I've still got that extension lead.
Yeah, you never forget your first love extension lead.
Same power block on the table there. booted up at exactly the same time by the main switch on the wall. So we'll just see which one boots up the quickest.
Right, so Tech Kev in the chat has said, but this is for people that are just joining. Well, what is this we're looking at? This is right. Tech Made Easy Matt is a YouTube channel that you should go and subscribe to for a start. And Matt does. What would you describe your actual content right now?
I do restorations and upgrades of vintage computers.
There we go. And right up my alley, that is. And this is one of his most popular video on his channel, because I've done some watch-alongs of my early videos, including an unlisted one that I really, really hate. Matt has very kindly decided to subject himself to the same kind of torture. So that's what this is. Right, so you've got another 9 minutes to go.
At no point did I think that time-lapsing this was a good idea. So we just sit in silence and wait.
Really? Okay. So, I don't miss the faff with MPG2 keys and custom builds for DVD decoding on early builds. Yeah, decode or encoding videos so that they would play over networks was a pain in the arse. Okay, we're nearly there.
I think we have to give the advantage to OpenElec there. It did boot up slightly quicker than Raspberry MC. That being said, there's no more than a few seconds in it.
Hang on, what's the bottom one hasn't finished, is it? Where's the...
Yeah, no, this is just live video, right? So I was conscious that I'd not spoken for like 20 seconds, so I was eager to G it along. And I don't know, I thought maybe me speaking would chug the bottom one along a bit, but yeah, it's not finished yet.
And Raspberry MC catches up.
Oh, right. There you go.
And it's worth considering that the Raspberry Pi is really designed to be left on at all times, so this is not something to be too concerned about unless you're planning on powering down your Raspberry Pi when you're not using it. There you go, you can see they've both booted up, and as well as that, the script on the Raspberry Pi is run to detect the network. OpenElec doesn't give you a notification, it just goes ahead.
I was going to say the times are wrong, but this one's just on a 24-hour clock. So you probably can't see my... Oh, you can see my mouse. I think...
yeah, I can.
You probably can't see it on OBS because I think I've disabled it. Right.
It connects to your network anyway. So there you go. I think we have to give the win to...
Wait a minute. Is your logo... Oh, right. That just...
No, that's part of YouTube. It's not embedded in the video.
Does mine do that?
It's an option. You can turn it on and off in Studio.
Really?
Yeah. You can have it permanently visible, which is what I've got. You can have it visible for the first few seconds, or you can have it not there at all.
I had no idea.
It's to stop people using screen capture to steal your videos.
Do you know a really good way to get a screen grab straight away from YouTube?
No.
Double right click. Look at that. Copy video frame, or save video frame as.
That hasn't come up on the stream, but I'll take your word for it.
Okay, so if you right click once, you get the normal loop copy video URL or copy video URL at current time, etc., etc. But if you double click twice, you get like a Windows menu come up with some extra options on it, and you can grab a video frame. Really, really handy for YouTubers.
Never knew that.
Yeah. So like, I had to teach you that because you just taught me something. I think it's like a fair exchange.
OpenElec on that one. Let's see how they get on with some other tests.
Oh.
So one of the most important things you're going to
transition
check is how both of these work in terms of the user experience.
I do feel like this one's going to slide off the wall. The top one is going to slide off the wall to the right.
I promise you it is straight. The camera's on the piss.
Navigating the menus and such. So I'll just show you, I'll try and navigate both simultaneously using the two keyboards I've got here.
Oh.
Let's go and have a look at our TV shows.
So this is the same hardware, just different software, isn't it?
Same hardware, different software,
Let's
both
scroll
connected to
through,
the same
see
NAS.
how fast
Just showing the
updates out on artwork,
performance of each
TV
one.
show artwork and bios, etc. And let's go back up to the top.
Hang on, is there going to be something copyrighted on here?
A few seconds, you'll be fine.
Right.
It's not had a strike on my channel.
You're going to get me taken down now.
Well, it's, I don't know if it'll come out on the camera, but
This is a
Raspberry
trap.
MC on the bottom has actually downloaded some higher resolution artworks than OpenELEC on the top, which doesn't seem to be giving a great deal of difference in terms of performance. So you have to wonder if it's worth using Raspberry MC just for the better artworks.
Yeah, that's what I'd do.
Because to be honest, there doesn't seem to be a great deal of difference in terms of performance.
They're
If you
exactly
notice,
the
Raspberry MC,
same.
The bottom's got a different view
Oh, the
enabled.
artwork on the right is a little bit
It's
different now.
Not a problem. Just to change
I now spend
to
about 2 minutes trying to get the view
same
set up
view.
properly.
Just takes a few seconds to sort itself out.
So, how many views has this had?
657,000.
Is it still getting views?
No.
Or crash.
I think it stopped when XBMC got renamed to Kodi,
Right.
because then all the other projects, the other forks, all changed their names as well, and it just fell out of search, basically.
No, it's a bit faster.
Are you not tempted to change the,
Yeah,
the
no,
title?
Absolutely not.
faster, change it to different
I've
view
thought
options.
about actually removing this video entirely, because
OpenELEC,
as I'm sure you can
compared to
tell, the
Raspberry
quality
MC.
is not great.
Just try and get them on the same.
So, the thing that concerns me, and the reason that I delisted my video that I shared last week, is that it's not so much the case now, but when you go to someone's channel, I think we should try this actually. Where are we? Just make sure that 4 minutes 58. Okay, so if we go to TME Retro, does it show, right? It doesn't show it on your homepage. That's good. It used to be the case that it would show like your most viewed video at this point here, and that would be the one that everybody saw.
Yeah, so I think I've got most viewed is quite far down the page, so people will only see it if they scroll all the way down. There you go.
Popular videos. Yeah, I'd remove that. But yeah, like you say, only if they go all the way down the page. I've got one of those. It's right there.
Mine's not on at the moment.
How do I get back? Oh no, I need to just click on it. There we go.
And scroll through and see how fast it updates album artwork,
Oh my
TV
God.
show artwork,
Yeah, just skip forward a bit.
and bios, etc.
Say when.
Keep going, keep going. We can go to the end.
Really?
Let's go back up to the
Well, look, this is the
It's
most
lit.
replayed bit, so we've got to see
What
what
happens?
people have why people have replayed this bit.
I did hit enter at the same time on both keyboards.
This is playing.
It's the
See
latency.
that although they both play back absolutely fine,
There's no sound on this
OpenELEC
one.
was a bit quicker to
Yeah.
punch.
I do turn the sound off on the other one in a minute, but
Right.
I think the reason that's most played is because people wanted to see the time taken to go from hitting
Right.
enter on a video to it to start playing after it had buffered.
It's not
Let's try
a
this
movie on the other down and know it's full HD. Let's see how quickly it can bring these up.
Whoop. Oh, so you were in lower resolution before?
Yeah, so they were just standard definition
Again,
videos.
OpenELEC slightly quicker. In fact, a lot quicker.
Woof. Da-na-na-na-na-na. And
Get
let's
off.
go to, unless there's something in here that we need to see.
No, go to the next bit.
All right.
I'm pretty sure I just got in from work because I'm wearing a shirt.
Oh, did we? Just missed your shirt arm. There. Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
Work shirt.
Load any nightly build information, as far as I'm aware. And you can also have configuration for IR remote on Raspberry MC, which is not a feature I've seen on OpenELEC. One other thing that's interesting, and I can't demonstrate on this setup, is that Raspberry MC seems to support the technology that would allow you to use your TV remote to control.
Is that interesting though?
It was at the time.
What is it called?
CEC, isn't it?
Yeah, CEC remote.
The Raspberry Pi over an HDMI link. OpenELEC didn't give me the same sort of functionality when I connected it up to my big screen TV, so that's worth considering as well. although it may just be a configurable option that I've not found yet.
Hello,
so
Jonathan.
There you have it, the two side by side. I think I would have to give the edge, honestly, to LitaElek in terms of performance. It's nice that Raspberry MC allows you to do system updates automatically. They both have more or less the same experience when browsing through the high-level.
Right, I'm gonna put a sword in this one.
Please do.
That was very brave of you
God.
to do that. But what I'm going to do now is we're going to go back to... I mean, we can probably go this way. What is your earliest video that represents what you do now?
So go back up a bit. The Pentium Pro one there.
Looks like Clint there.
Nasty Pentium Pro. No, the one next to it.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. So it was a two-parter. This was a machine that I found in a shed in New Delhi. Or rather, someone else found it, and then they offered to sell it to me on a local classified site. Oh, yeah.
Look at this.
I knew a bit more about video editing and title generation and stuff by this point.
Did you do all that yourself?
Yeah.
Wow, very nice.
After revisiting my...
Now that is a bit better than the pixelated transition that you had before, isn't it? The voice has changed as well.
So that is, by this point, I'm on a Sony ZV-1, so the precursor to what we both have.
Yeah.
And I'm using a Blue Yeti for the audio.
Yeah, as am I right now.
Yeah.
Old Olivetti laptop in a previous video, I've been wanting to get my hands on a proper 90s desktop PC so that I can relive the games of my youth. The problem is that here in Delhi...
Is that Sam and Max?
Go back. Day of the Tentacle.
Day of the Tentacle. Oh, you've got the poster behind you, haven't you?
I do, yeah.
Let me just make you big. So it's that one over there on the right.
Russ, that laptop is the Olivetti Philos 46. And sadly, that one has now broken.
That one. There we go.
The problem is that here in Delhi where I am, it's difficult to find older PCs. It's not that they don't exist, it's just that there isn't really a platform for buying stuff like this, and certainly there's not really an appreciation for it either. When things get to a certain age here, they're usually just disposed of, and not always ethically.
Whenever I see something like this, I always am looking for like the adverts to see what else, but this is quite a clean page. India, the rising tide of e-waste. Oh wow, look at this.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to Henry about this a few weeks ago. I used to go to a market in Delhi called Nehru Place, and it was just computer stores, basically, little, 2 people, 3 people per store. And some of them would do repairs, and a lot of them would look like that. And I literally walked up to one of them with a Pentium 3 motherboard and said, "Can I buy one of these from you?" And he looked at it and he said, 100 rupees, 20 minutes. And I said, 100 rupees is about £1.
Mm.
I said, all right. So I wandered off and thought, I'll see what I get. And I came back and he'd recapped it. Recapped the whole board. And he said, I've tested it. It's working. 100 rupees.
What?
I was like, I like you. I'm coming back here. But they literally had piles of kit like that. And they would go and salvage capacitors from that and put them into the board that he was refurbishing for you.
Did you bring anything? I mean, how long ago did you come back from India?
2021 we came back.
Did you bring any of the kit that you'd collected?
Mm. So we were quite lucky. My employer paid to have all of our stuff shipped home.
Oh, nice.
Not furniture. We had to sort all our furniture out. But all of our personal possessions.
Yeah.
And I had probably about a dozen boxes of retro stuff, including 4 CRT monitors that they were very confused by as to why I was shipping these things halfway across the world. But
yeah, I haven't got any furniture, but yeah, you got to take this 21-inch armor.
It was all people were still using CRTs out there for like their home computers and stuff because they work, and why would you replace it? So you could pick them up on classified sites for like £5.
Wow.
And generally, if they broke, you would then throw it away and just go and order another one from somewhere. But yeah, they all got shipped up and came back, and they sat in the garage for about 6 months while we were getting the house sorted out.
Hello, Peter. Peter's in the chat.
Hey, Peter.
All right, carry on.
Luckily, I found a glimmer of hope. The website olx.in is an online marketplace a lot like Craigslist or Gumtree, but for India. And I was...
So this is all in rupees, and you said...
Yeah, so just take 2 zeros off, or
Right.
move the decimal over 2. So the first one there's a $5.
Okay. Computer on rent, 500.
Yeah. But if you go to the one on the far right, 1,000 rupees old computer with a CRT, that's a tenner. That's a tenner.
And this was 20... What?
2020.
2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd want that now, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
was lucky enough to find a listing advertising 2 old PCs.
Wow.
There wasn't a lot to go on, just a single photo of each PC.
Oh, sorry.
18 quid I paid for them.
Okay.
£9 each.
This is, I mean, not so much this one. That looks like it says low rate. Oh, it says low radiation. I
Low
thought it said
radiation, yeah.
low resolution. But yeah, remember this style, curvy case at the back, but much more. What does that say on there?
I can't remember what it says. There's another video about that machine. That one ended up just getting completely.
This has
pulled
my
apart.
surname on it, like that dragon did the other week. Did you see that?
No?
I went to Northwest Computing Museum. Julian Brown, Jim Bro off the Discord, gave me, it's right there, a Dragon 32 case. And I appeared it. There was very faint letters on it. And it's the first few letters were the same as my surname. And I took it home and I shone a black light on it and nothing. But turned it over, my full surname.
Wow.
In ink on the back of it. Scrawled in creepy writing as well.
Russ has put a question in the chat. Are there any specifically Indian computer brands? So the one that's on the left there is actually called an HCL, Hindustan Computers Limited. So that is a Indian franchise of HP from the 90s. They now go, it explains it more in this video if we get that far, but HCL now offer computing as a service. Services in effect, whereas at the time they were basically a rebadger for HP within India.
Okay, so can I ask what the OX is down here?
OLX these are pictures that came from the classified website,
Right.
and the classified website was called OLX. It's actually a Romanian company. It's like they're Craigslist for Romania, but they also have an Indian franchise as well.
Okay. So what is this? 4-in-1 pea noodles?
I've got no idea. It says masala underneath it.
Pea noodles.
Just a single photo of each PC. The more recent looking of the 2 machines looked like it had a Pentium 4 processor, which dates at its earliest late 2000s.
What is that supposed to show us?
Well, this is the thing. I was sort of saying I'm trying to work it out, and it turns out that's a Pentium 4 badge. You can just see the orange tint in the bottom right corner of that badge.
If you know, you know. But for me, it's like that's just a blurry square.
And it's definitely something I'm interested in, but I'm much more excited about the other machine.
Ooh.
I could see that it had a 5¼ floppy drive, which was a big giveaway as to its age. It's unlikely to be newer than the first half of the 90s, as by then the 5¼ floppy was largely out of circulation. Also, if you zoom in on the bottom part of the picture, you can see 2 stickers, one for Intel and one for Windows. From a quick Google search, it looked like the Intel sticker could be from the early Celeron processors, which were released in 1998, or for the Pentium Pro processors from 1995, and I'd hoped it would be the latter. The other sticker was going to be...
So now you're setting up a bit of drama here, a bit of suspense.
Oh, yes.
Is it going to be the Celeron? Is it going to be the Pentium Pro? What Windows version is that? Is that...
I think it was 95.
Yeah, looks like 95 to me.
Either Windows 95 or Windows 98, but the 2 designs were very similar, so it's very difficult to discern from a picture like this which one it is. I had no idea if these machines would run or not. It certainly looked like they had a very hard life. But I was intrigued, so I hopped in the car and met the seller at a local bus stop not too far from my house.
So
Once
that guy
I got
in
the
the
machines
shirt
back to the...
is the guy that sold them to me.
Yeah.
He was giving my driver directions.
Oh. I love that you had your camera out and you filmed that part of it. This is brilliant.
That was my dash cam.
Workshop, I was able to
That was your
see
dash
just
cam.
what's
Yeah.
Did you shortly crash after that and it just went off automatically? You ploughed
No.
into him, stole his computers.
The thing about driving in India is you need a dash cam.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get that. Activity log, just one tick. I love that.
Yep.
Yep, it's active.
sort of state they were both in.
Oh, it's not an apple, is it? No, it's an Apsley.
No. It's I can't remember. We'll see in a minute.
And they were certainly pretty ropey.
It says Acer there. as
But
well.
we can see that I was pretty much spot on with both machines. The newer one is actually a Pentium 4 machine by Acer, and I think we'll save that for another video. For the rest of this video, I'm going to focus on the other machine, which as we can see is indeed a Pentium Pro based machine,
Whoa.
which originally worked with Windows 95. Now, the seller told me he'd actually inherited these machines. They were in a shed.
Where's this machine now?
It's on the floor behind me.
Wow.
The video that I was editing immediately before we started this stream is about this machine.
Oh, and I picked this one. You picked this one. This is all a setup.
On some land that he'd bought. He's got no idea who the original owner was or anything like that. He's never tried to turn them on. And from what I could tell, they'd basically been sat around for at least the last 10 years. The case looks to be an Nlight 7237. These were sold directly to consumers in the...
I'm fairly sure I built dozens of those computers in those cases. Seeing it in the right colours has brought back all the memories with this pattern at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, a classic.
90s, but this machine looks like it was built by a company called HCL. I'm aware of HCL from other machines I've seen around here in India, and I think they were an Indian-only brand that was loosely associated with Hewlett-Packard back in the 90s. But it seems these days they don't make consumer devices at all. They're more of an IT as a service provider from what I can tell. It's a really nicely designed case. It looks like the steel section is a single sheet shroud which is removed from the front, which is a little bit finicky if you want to access the internals frequently, but it does give it a very clean look overall. Not that you could call this example clean. Looking around the back of the machine, we've got a very...
Pull the snap at bottom side of bezel. Oh, it's got instructions on how to actually take the cover off. Yeah, there were plenty of times in the past where I've gone to a computer, gone around the back looking for the screws, and gone, "What the hell? Where are all the screws?" But yeah, that is a very familiar case. That one. It has had a hard life. Is it in a lot better condition now? If you.
Oh yeah, I mean the part 2 of this. So at the end of this part, we basically confirmed that it does power on. And then part 2 is getting new drives and stuff in it and getting it all set up and cleaned and retro brighted and all things. But it's still got some spots of rust in the bottom of it and stuff. But because where I am now, it's air conditioned and temperature controlled.
Right.
I've just left it,
I'm looking up here. That looks like 15V, so volts, and 230 volts, so. On VAC for the IEC voltage input. Why does that say? That's probably just missing a bit there, isn't it? For the 110 or whatever it is. Okay, carry on.
Early example of an ATX layout. At the top of the board you have PS2 connectors for a mouse and keyboard, dual 9-pin serial connections and a 25-pin parallel connection. These all have a great deal of oxidation and dust on them, consistent with being sat in a shack for God knows how long. Further down you can see we have a few expansion cards. There's a video card, an Ethernet card and a SCSI controller, which was interesting. The accompanying monitor confirmed my suspicion of an affiliation with Hewlett-Packard, but to be honest the monitor itself really has seen better days and I don't think I'm going to get too invested in getting this one working. I was just wrapping up this initial footage when I spotted this sticker on the back which shows the model number for this machine. It's an Infinity Server 6MD-150 which...
6MD-150, so what we're looking at... is that 150 hertz?
150 megahertz.
Megahertz, yeah.
It's the Pentium Pros, they made a 150 and then I think a 175 and then some 200s. With different levels of cache in them. So it was the 150 in this.
What about 6MD?
No idea. Never did find out.
Not a B. Could be megabytes.
No idea.
Which unfortunately yields no information. I can't find any reference to this product online, although the 150 in the name could allude to the processor speed, but the only way I can confirm this would be to open the machine up. And oh my word, look at the state of this.
Oh, there's a little bit of sag going on there.
All the cards have been ripped out, and you can see at the bottom it's just full of cobwebs.
Oh, poor thing. That is pretty disgusting. I do love a rescue. That's really nice. But no hard drive.
No hard drive. We get to that in a minute. But yeah, it's. I won't spoil it, but we take it all apart, we clean it, and we see what happens.
I've not often seen a machine as dirty as this one was. It was quite disgusting. Every upward-facing surface was just covered in a thick layer of dust and grime. I don't know why I was surprised given how dirty the thing was on the outside and how old it is and where it's been stored, but at least it didn't smell too bad.
That's the SCSI card there with an internal cable on it. Why has it got, is that LED?
Hard drive LED, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Have you still got that card in it?
Still got that card, different cable, because when I started pulling things out, the plastics had all gone brittle.
Yeah.
So all the connectors started coming apart.
Marvellous. That is really nice. A lot of oxidisation going on at the inside as well.
Given how dirty this thing was, I had to give it a good blast with the blower before I could do anything else. After that, I dismantled the system as best I could to take a look at the various components inside. The first thing I noticed was that all of the PCI cards have been pulled from their slots at some point. My guess would be that someone has knocked it over or dropped it. It's quite a common occurrence for PCI cards to do this when there's a bit of impact, but it didn't look like there was any permanent damage, so let's get those cards out and take a closer look. The video card is a Trident 9680 VGA card. These seem to have been used largely in industrialised machines, which might explain why it was in this server line where graphics might not have been a consideration.
Socketed RAM, lovely.
It can display up to 800 by 600 resolution with 16 million colours, or 1024 by 768 at 256 colours. No fancy 3D acceleration here, just bog standard 90s 2D performance. Underneath was the SCSI controller card. It's an Adaptec AHA2640.
Look how clean that looks on the bottom side where all the dust hasn't been sitting on it.
So the backs of all the cards were completely caked, and then the undersides were basically clear.
Looks pretty untouched by corrosion as well. You'd expect a little bit on there, wouldn't you? There's maybe a little bit there and a little bit there, but that could just be like the fringing of the green on the video. That YouTube compression. Nice.
Fast SCSI adapter, supporting up to 7 SCSI devices with a total throughput of up to 10 megabytes per second. I'd kind of like to keep this in the system as I've never really worked with earlier SCSI generations, and it could be kind of interesting. It also looks like the drive devices were all connected to this card rather than the onboard IDE channels. Beneath that, we've got the network card, which is a Compex RL100ATX card. It's a much later card than the rest of the system, having been made in 1999.
What was this? A network card?
Network card, yeah. But the thing, someone pointed out to me in the comments when this went live, that chip in the top right is a BIOS chip.
Oh.
So it could actually boot from the network.
Ah. Oh, that is cool. I'd probably just rob out the EEPROM.
I'm assuming this was added later on. So I guess I can say from this that the machine was definitely in use until at least the
What the hell's going on with this shiny chip down here? It's like it's been potted.
No idea.
turn of the millennium, which when you put it like that feels like a very long time ago. With the cards out of the way, it was time to look at those drives in the front.
Nice that you've got ISA and PCI in here as well.
Yeah, so
a good amount of them.
It doesn't get covered in this video, it gets covered in part 2, but the ISA slots don't work.
Okay.
So eventually I ended up finding the same motherboard for sale on eBay and replacing it because it had polymer caps on it, and replacing them was going to be quite expensive. But I presume it was just the caps that needed replacing because the IDE channels and the ISA slots didn't work.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Cages. The unit in the top bay turned out to be a Tandberg TDC 3820 SCSI backup system. It looks like it has a bit of water damage, but hopefully it can be cleaned up and is still in working order. The 5¼ floppy drive is an FD55GFR from TIAC, a 1.2 megabyte drive with backwards compatibility to 360.
Does it work now?
It didn't work.
That's a-
I cleaned it up as best I could in part 2, but I just couldn't get it working. And getting one, because by this point I'm in India, finding stuff like that, I basically had it at eBay. That was it, and the prices were ridiculous. So
All right. I can see you've already maimed your thumb here on the inside of the case at some point. Oh, mate.
Kilobyte discs. Now, I've never actually owned a 5¼ floppy drive, so I'm really interested to see how it works. Not that I think this one is going to work given the condition it's in, but we'll see. The CD drive isn't any...
Oh, Todd said there a couple of the caps look bulgy to him. And hello, Bobus. And Sir says, I believe I have at least one Tandberg SLR drive somewhere, as well as a bunch of tapes.
Mm-hmm. So that drive only came out of the machine last week, and that was to fit something else in its place.
Oh, okay. What did you replace it with?
Oh, that'd be spoiling it.
Okay, sorry. No, we mustn't do that. Tell me after.
EC unit with part number CDR22.
Looks like you've got mood lighting going on here, but that's probably
I know,
just...
it's just the dust pattern on the top of it.
It's like a spotlight. This is where the text is. Focus here.
2. It's pretty dusty, but with a solid steel casing, it stands a better chance of being in a workable condition than the tape.
Wait, this is a CD-ROM drive?
Yeah.
And you think it's going to work?
It did work.
Did it?
Yeah.
With all that dirt and everything?
I took it apart, I gave it a good clean, I lubed up the drive rails, and it worked.
I'm stunned. That would be the first thing I would have thought would have bitten the dust.
No, the floppy drive went.
Okay.
Both floppy drives, the 3.5 and the 5¼ but the CD drive was fine.
All floppy drives at this point. Lastly, there's a bog standard 3.5" floppy drive, which, to be honest, will probably need replacing given how grimy it is. Noticeably, there was no hard disk installed in the system, nor any trailing IDE cables, so I'm guessing it originally had a SCSI hard disk, or potentially even ran from a floppy, but given the age, this seems unlikely. With all of that out of the way, the motherboard itself turns out to be an Intel VS440FX. It's a pretty well featured board for the time with dual IDE channel.
What's going on there with that lighter green on the solder mask on the top?
Not sure, but interesting segue on this board. It was one of the first ATX boards that Intel made. So we're only talking like 95.
This is full ATX as well, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's basically this, and there was a Pentium 1 version with a similar chipset that were the first ATX boards that were produced in about 95.
Oh, a nice one to have then.
Yeah, it would be if it worked.
These are your problems. These orange ones.
Yeah.
The
so this board, in the end, I replaced it with another example that I got on eBay that was fully working. And that one then went off to someone. This was quite early on in my sort of retro repairing journey, and I wasn't really okay with replacing capacitors at this point.
You were way ahead of me at this point.
So I sent it to someone on eBay and they recapped it. They let me know it did end up working in the end. So.
Oh, that's really nice. Happy ending.
Weeping Scorpions put in the chat that the Pentium Pro boards are ridiculously expensive. The CPUs, not so much. I mean, they'll still go for 60, 70 quid because of the gold value. But the boards are 200-300 quid.
Huh.
An ATX power connector, 4 SIM slots for memory, 2 of which are occupied, and 4 each of PCI and ISA slots. It's pretty grimy, but I can't see any bulging capacitors, so hopefully it's in working.
So what's missing on the left-hand side there? There's a position.
So, slightly further up where the ATX I/O shield bit is, you might have seen there were some spare pads there. You can just see them in the top left. There you go. So you could get it with an AC97 compatible sound chip on it. That's where the sound chip would have been there, and the game port and the jacks would have been in that spot.
Okay, different options.
Yes.
It's pretty grimy, but I can't see any bulging capacitors, so hopefully it's in working order. Interestingly, there are other versions of this board which share the same model number.
There's filth falling off it as you move it around. That's really good.
Which included inbuilt audio and USB, but it looks like this one is the base model without any of those additional features.
There we go.
Lastly, we've got the PSU, which is a Cobayan brand unit putting out a whopping 235 watts. Rather worryingly,
That's like 2 and a bit light bulbs.
I know. It's insane, isn't it?
seems to have been opened at some point, and I did notice a little bit of rust at the back and in the bottom of the chassis too, so I was a little bit worried that we might have fried it at some point. That said, it's a standard ATX unit, so getting a replacement wouldn't be too difficult. So with everything out of the case, the next thing to do was to give everything a bit of a clean and check it for any signs of damage. Now this is by no means a professional cleaning, and I wouldn't necessarily recommend this as a good way forward, but the boards were also grimy that I had to do something to get the worst of it off before I even tried to power the system on. I'm using isopropyl alcohol and a toothbrush to clean off the expansion connectors and a microfiber cloth to clean the boards and their connectors. At this point I didn't even know if this thing worked, so I didn't want to invest too much time and effort into cleaning it, but if the system boots then I can at least go back and clean everything up properly and replace any parts that appear faulty. Once I had everything loosely back together, it was time to see if my gamble had been worth it. I grabbed a monitor and keyboard that
Gamble? How much did this cost?
So the two computers with the two monitors was 18 quid.
Okay.
1.8.
Oh, high roller.
I had to hand, and yes, I almost couldn't believe it. It actually worked.
Showing off the big weakness of the ZVE one.
Yeah, I tell you what though, this one, the ZVE10, does a lot better at automatically adjusting to CRTs. Although I will say, when I'm filming CRTs, I tend to use this.
Yeah.
Because this is really good at detecting that and fixing its frame rate.
That it didn't seem particularly happy. Neither floppy drive seemed to be recognised by the machine, so there wasn't much else I could do at this point other than look in the BIOS and see what we're dealing with.
It's not installed.
Interestingly, the BIOS showed that the processor is a Pentium Pro clocked at 120 MHz. What's interesting about that is that Intel didn't release a 120 MHz Pentium Pro.
Oh, has this been overclocked?
No, so this was part of the problem with the motherboard. I go into this in part 2 because I presumed that the CPU was faulty, and I ordered another one. And of course, we would look at this and say, well, it's the multiplier or the bus speeds that are wrong. Whatever I set them to on the pin headers, it ignored it and just said I'm a 120 megahertz CPU, which it was 60 megahertz 2 times multiplier, which 60, you can look at the 150, that's a 60 megahertz with a 2.5 multiplier.
Yeah.
You can see some of the others have got a 3 times multiplier, but none of them had a 2 times multiplier. So for some reason, this thing was being forced into having a 2 times multiplier. And it wasn't a selectable option in the BIOS. It was something you had to do with pin headers.
Ah, right.
So it eventually was sort of worked it out through speaking to various people. It was likely capacitors, and something was being held up or pulled down that was stopping it from recognising properly.
Okay. So it was meant to be 180?
It was meant to be a 150, so it was the base model. So it was supposed to be 60 megahertz with a 2.5 multiplier.
Right.
But it was being pulled down to a 2 times multiplier, basically.
Okay, we're nearly there.
Lowest clocked one was 150 megahertz, so I'm not sure why it was being reported like this. The label on the side of the heatsink does indicate that it's a 150 megahertz model, so I don't know, it's weird.
Does it make you feel uncomfortable then watching that shaky cam bit of footage there?
But again, this was, I didn't know any better, right?
No, but just I'm wondering what now future Matt thinks of past Matt's camera work.
Camera work appalling. I will say I've always struggled with audio.
Yeah.
And in this video I was really happy with the audio quality. I mean, I've got better kit these days and I've learned more about how to master audio, and actually AI can do an awful lot for you these days, and this was only 5 years ago. But I was really happy with the audio on this one.
It's good, it's nice and clear.
I also spotted that the machine had a total of 32 megabytes of EDO RAM, which in 1995 was pretty impressive, and it should definitely handle Windows 95 with ease. Unfortunately, without working floppy drives or a hard disk to boot from, there wasn't much else I could do at this point. So that's where we'll leave it for this video. My next task is to track down a bunch of spare parts and to give this thing a much needed deep clean before we see if it could be made into a working PC in the next part. I hope you've enjoyed this part. With a bit of luck, you'll be able to find the next chapter in this tale on my channel and in the link in this video's description. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel as well if you haven't already.
You do look like you're getting too friendly with this monitor over here, by the way.
Hey, if it works, it works. Yeah, we'll go into that another time. That was a good day, that.
Yeah. Cool. Right. I think let's make you.
So just leave it like that for a second. Can you see the thumbnail in the top right, which is part 2 of this video?
Yeah.
Look at the difference in colour of the machine.
Did you retro bright it or just clean
I
it?
retro brighted it. So that was my first retro bright attempt.
Yeah, good job. Did you try and get the floppy drive to be the same colour or just accept that it was a different colour plastic?
So it was a different colour plastic. So that's everything there has been retro brighted. And that just wouldn't come up any clearer than that. So that was obviously the colour it was meant to be. But
does look good. I mean, that's, what it would have been like as new. But yeah, has it gone yellow again?
Yes, it has. So because I've been working on it this week, I had some peroxide set up for another project. I quickly gave it another go, but it hasn't come back as far as it did that time round. So I don't know. I guess it's just a case that you can't infinitely retro bright things.
I wonder, if that is a thing. Weeping Scorpion, and with 1 megabyte of full speed level 2 cache, complete madness, but they never had AGP nor DIMM RAM, so that's another point for the Pentium 2, but again, nostalgia.
So John, Retrobytes John, has got a fantastic video on the Pentium Pro about why it was such an abject failure and why it's so misunderstood. Because it was deemed by Intel to effectively be the next big leap for all sorts of applications, but it was only high performance when operating in full 32-bit mode.
Yeah.
If it operated in 16-bit mode, it was just crap. And he goes into that into his video. Go to Retrobytes channel, and there's a video there, and he actually uses the Pentium Pro and my footage from one of these videos.
Oh, nice.
When he talks over it. So
yeah, it didn't have the operating system was only barely 32-bit, and all of the software that ran on it was mostly running in 16-bit x86. Cool. Right. My battery is down to 7% on my iPad now. Just about made it. And I think we're going to leave it there. How do I get back from?
But the version of the Pentium Pro that had 1 megabyte of cache, that's the blacktop version. And they are like rocking horse poo. But if you can find one, they have twice the cache. 4 times the cache of the version that's in this build, but twice the cache of the next highest up one.
I'm really happy letting you and Henry and a few others play around with all the beige boxes. I don't have.
It gets complicated, doesn't it?
I'm all right. I'm comfortable playing with them, but it's space. It's just too much.
I'm taking after Henry now. The garage is full, and I really need to start churning through some of these projects. But
well, your channel is going from strength to strength, and with your recent
it's going well. Yeah,
life changes and job and things, I'm hoping that you get more time to give us some more quality content. But yeah, you've really you've turned up the needle is like he's out. He's hitting the red line now.
I'm spending more money.
Good. Yeah. Well, what else are you going to spend it on?
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's no, we were quite lucky. It was our anniversary, 10th wedding anniversary last weekend, and we're out shopping, and we've both had a few beers, and she's bought some new boots and handbags and stuff. And I mentioned about this lens, and she was like, "Go on, then." So
you lucked out then on timing.
I lucked out this one, yeah. So brand new lens, this one. So I appreciate people's views on it, but it's the same one that Lee uses.
There we go. Well, it's really difficult because we can't see you. Well, you can see that the background is nice and creamy. It's just it's a Sigma 1850 f 2.8, and yeah, it's such a good lens. Really, really good lens.
I had to do the sponsor spot, and I don't know why I'm looking like a potato in the live stream, but it's looking beautifully crisp on my screen. But I did some footage on it today for the sponsor spot for my next video, and it just makes the rest of the video look crap.
I'm just hoping if I stop streaming that. No, it's no. There's nothing I can do.
No, it is what it is.
Anyway, right. Thank you everybody for watching. John turned up at the end there. They did have EISA though, EISA. Yeah, really weak 16-bit performance was the pros. True Bane says Weeping Scorpion. There's a conversation going on there.
I find it really fascinating. John did such a good job with the video, so definitely go and check that out. But I just find it really fascinating. It's such an interesting piece of hardware to hold in your hand as well, because it's massive and it's fully topped in gold.
It's got that bling. Marvelous.
And we know that, I think I may be wrong here, but I think copper is a better conductor of heat than gold, and yet they still saw fit to just coat the entire top of it in gold plating. I was like, why have you done that?
Excellent. Right, it's time to say goodbye. Thank you everybody in the chat for joining us. That was fun. Thanks Matt for letting us have a poke around in your channel.
My pleasure, mate. Anytime. It's good to see people.
Yeah, and look forward to what's coming next for you. The video on that machine.
So I'll let slip. It's a blue SCSI's gone in it.
Okay.
So the big problem with that machine, I love it to bits. It does still work. It's had a lot of things changed to it over the years. It still had the SCSI hard disk that I source in part 2 of that video, and it was so loud. And only 2 gigabytes. So I found now that machine's got a Voodoo in it as well, the games that you're loading on it tend to start chewing up the megabytes a bit more.
Yeah.
And it was just getting full too quick, and I was having to uninstall software to put other software on. So I bought a blue SCSI for it off of Derek, and the video is basically Flame Lily. So the premise of the video is basically installing the blue SCSI and talking a little bit about its benefits.
Okay, brilliant. Look forward to that. All right, thank you everybody.
It's going to have to wait for 10 days because I have to shamelessly wait for my sponsorship deal with my current sponsor to end before I can publish it.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. All right then. Thanks, mate. I'll speak to you on the internet.